Hello, welcome back to Brit Reviews That All, and today I will be talking about Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 3. We're on Episode 3. So, this one was a very interesting episode. We finally get some information with the whole situation that's been going on between Brandi and Malaysia, even getting a little bit from Zell Swag. I just say Zell, but the name that they use for him is Zell Swag. So that's what he goes by. So they start off this episode. They have Angel's scene come in. She's in her shop. Everything looks like she's been working really hard on her business, her brand. Like I said before, not the first time you've heard her name come up when it comes to designed outfits that she does for many celebrities. Jackie comes in to, come check in on her. They sit down, get to talking, and just talking about the relationship, all the things that her relationship with Rock, everything that she's been dealing with as far as being pregnant, having a flood in her shop, just, bouncing back from all those things going on. And then all of a sudden, here we have Mr. Rockstar come in, trying to, just come in on the scene and I guess, try to make up with her or at least start to get back on the right path. Hello, sorry about the interruption. So basically I was getting ready to say that when Rockstar he came in, he pretty much is sitting there. I noticed that he had it looked like some flowers, but then if you pay attention, he had like a stack of money sitting in his pocket. I'm assuming for the cameras to see. I can't really remember too much about his personality, but maybe that's just him. He wants to be seen. He wants to be flashy. If Angel likes it, then so be it. If she loves it, then so be it. It wasn't necessary. We know you make money, so we don't need to see all that. But okay, moving on. We're gonna see what happens with their relationship. I don't really know what to really say about that, but I do hope for the best. It's for Angel, at least. We go over into British. Her daughter Dash is coming back from being with her dad Lorenzo in St. Louis, and British lives in California. So find out that her mom is the one that's been very like a key person that helps with the transporting between the two. That's pretty nice of her mom to do that. Hey, it's good that she has that relationship with her grandchild and her daughter to be able to step in and help out in any way she can. So basically, it just comes down to we're gonna have to see what happens with the relationship between Lorenzo and British and how they're gonna be able to co-parent properly. She's pretty much saying that he's not over her. He still thinks that they're gonna get back together, but right now he's pretty much out here just doing whatever he wants to do. But anytime it shows the interest in anyone or it looks like she's going out, he's very much so trying to step in and basically just ruin it or give her a hard time about it. Very childish on his part. I don't know. It still kind of seemed like it's a little playful thing between the two of them, maybe because they've been with each other for so long. That's why. But I don't know about them too. We're gonna have to see what happens and where the season takes us with those two and their co-parenting. Let's see. So then we have where the ladies meet up. It was British, Jackie, oh my goodness, British, Jackie, Duffy, and Brandi. They meet up, sitting outside for to have some drinks and just kick it or whatever. And all of a sudden, you see the biggest insect fly out of nowhere. When I tell you, if y'all really go back and look, if you see how British jumped up from that table the way she did, that was just too funny. Per Jackie, she said it was a bee, a bug, and a bird, and she was not trying to. She wasn't here for it. But that was a cute little funny scene. But the way that they were able to jump right back into getting ready for that scene, I thought that was interesting. Duffy, she's basically said, letting the ladies know that she wants to do this meat market mixer. The name is very terrible. She could have called that anything else but a meat market mixer. I thought that was like, ugh. She could have named it something else. But it's specifically for her single friends. She's trying to basically distract herself from what's going on with her having to make a decision about her DJing. So she was like, well, this will be a good distraction. I'm pretty good at mixing, matching my single friends with good people. So she wants to introduce that. They do ask about Lorenzo and British and what their relationship truly is. And British makes it very clear there is nothing going on between the two of them. Right now, we move on. Malaysia comes on the screen. She's coming back from Atlanta with her kids. The way that I'm understanding it is that the kids were supposed to be with their dad, but their dad is still working, so technically they're pretty much just in Atlanta. So she was like, pretty much at this point, she decided to just bring them back with her and just work it out and figure it out, because she couldn't even focus on the reason she was in California, because that was one of the things that was worrying her children. So she has them to come in. She shows them where they're going to sleep. She already lets us know, okay, my kids are used to staying in a huge home. She pretty much said she's going to find something bigger for them to stay in. But I'm like, well, at that time, in California, that probably would have been kind of hard. Specifically for them being out there for right now, I think they could make it work. But hey, to each his own. If she feels like she can make that happen for her children, for them to have a little bit more space to move around, then so be it. I do like that we get to see this side of Malaysia. I would like to continue to see more of this, because this is just her in mommy mode, like true, just to herself. But I think they're going to continue to show more of her in this light. That would be great to see. So let's move on. We have Jackie, Jen, and Angel. They meet up with a psychic. I'm not against people going to go see psychics if that is what you're into. If you want something you want to try, so be it. I will be honest with this scene. It felt so fake to me. Jen pretty much told the lady the information that she needed, and the woman didn't really give anything but some like generic responses. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, but that's what I felt. I wasn't even, when they were talking, I pretty much checked out of the scene, because it just seemed like it wasn't interested at all. It was just kind of too fakeish for me. Sorry. Then we have British and Lorenzo. They meet up with Dash. They're having a little hangout session. British is basically bringing up to him, talking about their co-parents and how they need to have work on that to make sure that little Miss Dash is she's with her attitude and just the way that they're gonna parent. Also establishing boundaries between the two of them, especially with them both moving forward as single individuals and no longer being together. Lorenzo, he is such a butthole. Goodness, it's been so long since when they were on Basketball Wives, I don't really remember if we got this part of his personality, but it's like, oh my gosh, are you putting on for the cameras to make it more interesting, or do you really feel like that? And if he does, like I said, he is very childish, and I could see why British decided to chunk him the deuces. Moving on, we have Jackie, Brooke, and Jen. They meet up to do a V-Steam. I will say that they are coming with the scenes, with the filming. They are on it with the ladies meeting up and doing group things together. Now, would I wanted to film doing a V-Steam? No. Would I have wanted to be in a room with other ladies, whether I know you or not, doing a V-Steam? Absolutely not. It just felt really strange and weird that they're sitting here having real conversations, and yet I'm assuming they're naked underneath those things, and you're sitting on this thing that's steaming your vagina. I was just like, is this not weird? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Jen, I mean, she pretty much says she wants to be married. She wants to be in a good relationship, not just in any relationship and married just to be married, but really a genuine, really good relationship. And I hope that she does find that person, and we might have found someone. She might have found someone, so we're gonna see. Her dating history, when she reviewed it, it was trash. It really was. I mean, I feel sad for the girl. Um, like I said, I hope she finds what she was looking for, because she has not had any luck in that department, none whatsoever. Um, Now we have Malaysia and Zell. They meet up. So I'm assuming he's gonna really help with the scenes. Malaysia hasn't really been doing a lot of group scenes, but she will. We see this is the second time that she's did a single scene with Zell in the mix. Um, but so I noticed that. Now they are talking. She's letting him know, what she's doing as far as, and then we do find out she is there not just to be filming, but she's there because she's doing more with a clothing thing that she has going on. So she's looking for a place to do pop-up shops. So now we know. I thought it was just for filming, but obviously within that conversation, Zell brings up Brandi, lets her know. Brandi reached out to me as if the two of them didn't have a whole falling out, and is trying to get him to come over and hang out. And it's like, okay, so Brandi, are you trying to create issues because you know that Zell and Malaysia are cool and really, really kick it with each other for real? That was questionable. Um, and Malaysia's just like, I mean, at this point, I'm just over it. She's done. She feels like Brandi is doing too much. She's on some weird type energy, just weirdness all the way around, and she just not feeling it, none whatsoever. I kind of am starting to feel Malaysia on that, but we gonna see. Next, the biggest part is the meat mixer, meat market mixer. So everything's getting started. Duffy's setting up. She's saying that, like I said, she said she's been very key in hooking up some of her single friends, and they ended up getting married and having children. So she thinks she's a little bit of a little guru. She has a thing for it. Everybody's coming in. Brandi comes in. She's talking, still bringing up Malaysia. Like, ma'am, if y'all are doing a group scene and you know Malaysia's gonna come in, don't come in already trying to think, oh, well, what if I see her? What's gonna happen? Stay in your area. You can say hi. You don't have to speak. Do what you're there to do. If you hear her talking and she's not talking to you, you don't even need to respond, but she can't let it go. Brandi is so angry at Malaysia that it is like consuming her at this point, and that's what I feel is coming through as the episodes that we're seeing. Now, when British gets there, she immediately lets everybody know that she found out that Lorenzo is in a domestic partnership, which is basically saying he's married. Very interested to kind of see exactly why she felt the need to share that information. I don't know, because she's basically beating that drum every single second she can get to let us know that her and Lorenzo are not together and they're not getting back together. We got it, British. We got it. But tell Jackie that. Angel comes in. She brings Rockstar to the mix. I guess he was like, absolutely not. Now my pregnant girlfriend, she's not coming up in here to no meat market mixer, and I ain't here seeing what's going on. Duffy's fiance, he comes in as well. Same thing. Then finally, Jackie, you could tell that she was having the hardest time holding back the secret, since she told British that she had someone in mind for her, and come to find out that it was actually Lorenzo. Now, she told Brooke and she told Jen. I thought that was kind of jacked up that they didn't go ahead and try to like pull her to the side and be like, girl, just letting you know, Jackie has invited Lorenzo to come up here, so don't be expecting too much out of tonight. Just to be on your guard when he comes up in here. They could have told her. Let me see. Now, the selections of the men that were coming in there that we saw, I don't know if maybe it was just production. They wanted to give us the funniest parts. I was just like, huh? Who invited y'all? And Duffy, is these the men that you invited? I don't know, ma'am. I will say, Brooke did a great job with the Jelani, the person that she invited to come out, and she knew specifically that that would be more of Jen's speed. It did seem like a little bit of a connection there. I can understand Jen having some high expectations because she has been through so much. Um, I'm kind of hoping to see what's going to happen with that. I think we are going to get a little bit more on that in the next episode. Because Brooke let her know, honey, he's the real deal, boo. He has his own business. That jewelry is real. He has a really good, really extensive watch collection. So he is the real deal. Like I said, Lorenzo was invited to come by Jackie, so he did come out. And when I tell you, British had her moment, she went in on his butt so bad that it seemed like everybody was just like, you know, I, the things that was coming out of his mouth, I cannot. I'm shocked she didn't throw something at him. Just saying. Just saying. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so then we have Zell and Malaysia come in. Malaysia comes in. Her energy is different this time. She's very uplifted. She's smiling. She's speaking to everybody. That was a change. Should have went with it. Now, Brandi shares with us what happened with Zell. Basically, she's saying that Zell talked about her family, some of her family members, and that is why the two of them ended up having a falling out. I could see that because Zell definitely came in on some ugly energy. I don't know if he wanted to make sure that he got in on that scene, but he definitely came in with some ugly energy. And it was more so towards Jen, which I couldn't understand. I'm trying to remember, like, did she do something to you? Did she say something to you? But she pretty much was just like, dude, stop talking to me. He was still being rude, and Malaysia really could have just kind of grabbed him and pulled him to the side and said, that's not why we're here. Because it did make it seem like she came to start some drama. Let's see. So once that happens, and then all the ladies, Malaysia walks off and goes to the bar to get a drink. All the ladies start asking Jen, like, hey, like, don't you think something was weird about that? Like, Malaysia she did that on purpose. Of course, Brandi, she took that as the perfect moment to step in and say she knew what she was doing when she invited Zell. It does have a little question, raising a flag on that one, Malaysia. But Malaysia, when they came over and told her that that was what was being said, she immediately went over to Jen to let her know, like, no, ma'am, that is not what I was on when I brought him with me. That's not it. And here again, we have Brandi making a moment, looking for a moment to say something to Malaysia, and all HE double hockey sticks breaks loose. The girls, they get to pointing in each other's faces and doing all this. And as it keeps going, we finally get the real information as to what happened between Malaysia and Brandi. When I say when Malaysia told what happened with this, it kind of really had a lot of people that was in that little section when she was telling what really happened. It had them side-eyeing Brandi like, ma'am, you out here faking it. You faking it for these cameras. You putting on, making it seem like Malaysia's doing all these things to you when really you were upset that you got fired from Basketball Wives and you expected her to do the same. Absolutely not. Malaysia says she even tried to keep filming with you because even though all the other ladies wouldn't. She also said at some point Brandi stopped wanting to film with her. And so it just went downhill from there. Malaysia said she did the best she could do to try to help her out with keeping her job. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you wouldn't keep your mouth closed. You kept running off at the mouth and going off on the wrong person, and it just didn't go in your favor. So I would have loved for that to be, the Brandi just be upfront about it. I want to see what's going to happen when she gets the opportunity to speak on it, because even after that was being said, those two were still doing the hands in the faces. Brandi started it. Doing the hands in the faces, getting all in each other's face. It looked like a fight was about to break off, but when Malaysia was exiting, she told Brandi, you can meet me outside. And Brandi said, okay, I sure will. And she grabs her purse and moves into that direction. But for the people who kept trying to grab Brandi, y'all let them go. If they decide they want to go that route, and Brandi thinks she's so angry, honey, you ain't gonna last on Basketball Wives season 10 for too much longer. Shawnee gonna step in and she gonna give you your exit papers once again. So we're gonna see Duffy. She had a puzzled look on her face once Malaysia really told what happened. Like I said, I've been trying to figure that out this whole time, but now we know. Side note, did anybody notice that Jackie keeps having this white little fan with her every single time she's filming? Is it really that hot where they are, or is something else going on with her? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Overall, I mean, Malaysia's over it. She says she's not wanting to be the one doing all the, rah, 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 ready to fight. She preferred not to be that way. That was the old Malaysia. She's growner. She's older now. She's moving on to other things and is just not interested in being that person. But sometimes you got to let a person know when they need to back down. Brandi, I think overall, it doesn't matter what Malaysia says, what she does. The minute she sees her, the minute she hears her voice, the minute somebody says her name, Brandi is going to be immediately annoyed. So I don't think there's no coming back off of this, unfortunately. Especially now that we know really, really from Malaysia's point of view what happened. So we gotta hear from Brandi what her thoughts are about what Malaysia revealed to everybody. She got to speak on it. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. I do respond to the comments. And we will see what happens with Basketball Wives next week. Thank you for watching.